Hi, this is Stuart Abernethy from X-Yachts in Great Britain. Today I've come to Plymouth to look at this beautiful X4.0, to show you around, give a little video tour. She's from 2020 and we had her built for our first owner and a current owner. But now the time has come to move her on. So let me show you around her. So let's start off with the external tour. The first thing to notice on the hull is the soft chine that's well seen in this image here. That gives obviously form stability when you're sailing, ideal for short-handed when you need a bit more stability. The hull's been polished and anti-fouled, so she is ready to go for whoever chooses to purchase her. And the keel choice is the standard 2.1 metre keel, ideal for cruising in most harbours. T-shape, of course. And the rudder is an incredibly powerful one with all the necessary feedback that you need. And this is the very latest generation of rudder. The upgraded propeller is a 3-blade and it gives plenty of bite in the water when manoeuvring. Of course, it's folding. Combine this with the retractable bow thruster and you've got some really easy berthing. And now for a little walk around on deck. First thing you'll notice is the Flexiteek that's fitted everywhere. I'm a big fan of that personally. Very low maintenance, very good grip when you're sailing. Also, the colour of the caulking effect is light grey, which tones nicely with the hull stripes. So overall, she's very aesthetically pleasing. And of course, flush hatches throughout. Optional bowsprit. Below deck jib furler. And then moving aft, what you'll notice is that we specified this boat for ease of sailing short-handed. Therefore, the self-tacking jib is ideal. And then working our way up the rig, standard boom, but with the stackpack on top to retain the mainsail. So very easy for a couple to sail short-handed. Again, working back into the cockpit. Nice side deck, safe to walk past. There's a gate for boarding. And moving down to the binnacles, port side, we've got the multi-display and a compass. And over to the 9-inch Raymarine plotter and the bow thruster control. And in the engine recess, engine hour counter, VHF and a 12-volt socket. And for sail handling, the owner has chosen an electric winch on the starboard side for the main sheet, so jibing becomes very easy in sail handling. Also added a small winch on the coaming. This is used for the Code 0, which is on its own dedicated furler. And up to the companionway, there's a powered winch there for the jib halyard and jib furler, and other lines can be crossed from the starboard side to port if necessary. And of course, a boat like this will be cruised, which means you need a lot of equipment and a lot of space to store that. So the sail locker is a vital tool. There's a huge amount of space up there, which is watertight. And moving forward to the chain locker, which holds 50 meters of chain. This being a 2-cabin version, you have a very deep cockpit locker. Here you can see it's filled with dinghy, life raft, everything, and lots of space still. And after the helms, you've got 2 very deep lazarette lockers, ideal for fenders and mooring lines and everything else. And on the center line, a good gas locker, space for 2 bottles. There's a neat storage system for all the tails of all the halyards. That's behind the swinging washboards. And now moving below decks, as I mentioned, she's the 2-cabin version, so she's a nice chart table and a very comfortable saloon. TV on the bulkhead, good storage underneath the saloon table, all finished in Nordic oak with the teak floorboards, so yeah, a nice light airy feel. Hull windows in the saloon provide a perfect view out when you're sitting in the saloon. And then moving into the owner's cabin, she was intentionally specified without the upper lockers to provide a very open, airy space. Huge amounts of natural light, 2 hull windows, a deck window and 2 opening hatches. And a great feature is the saloon table opening double size, so you can fit a lot of people around that when you need to. Chart table is fixed, good size, fits a folio. All the main control panels are led back here with the battery monitor and tank gauges. And moving aft to the heads, you've got a dedicated shower area that you walk into. There is a perspex screen to separate this area from the heads. And a generous heads area. And into the galley and the aft cabin. Your shore power panel there. And also added is the pipe cot, which is great for kit bags and for kids to sleep on. And being an X-Yacht, the important thing are all the details in the woodwork inside. You can see the door frames are a laminated, curved door frame. High quality light switches, good detailing. And then onto storage below decks. The owner's actually made an oak cover for the insert, so you can hide some things below there. Keeps the boat very tidy and clean looking. And below that, bottle storage. Up into the owner's cabin, the berth lifts on gas struts with good storage below. And port and starboard are symmetrical lockers like this. So hanging, shelf storage, and an opening locker at the bottom for shoes. And into the saloon, the upper lockers all opening, of course, with lots of space. And behind the seat backs, good recess there, can stow a lot of other equipment as well. This is also helpful with somebody sleeping in the saloon to take those seat backs off and provide a wider berth. And here we see the galley fully opened up with the front opening fridge and top opening. No microwave fitted to this boat, which is good. That provides that extra locker and loads of extra useful storage. Into the chart table, 3 really deep drawers, storage underneath the seat, storage above the switch panel, and a little glimpse of the actual wiring of this boat. Top class. And into the heads, behind the mirrors, in the lockers, a lot of good useful storage space. And in the shower area, below the seat, we have access to some seacocks and some more storage. And behind the back, a lot of space for extra storage as well. with a watertight seal around the edge as it's a shower area. And onto the main engine, which is a 40 horsepower Yanmar. Plenty of power for this size of boat. And within this engine room, hot water tank and various other pumps. When you come in through the port-aft cabin, there's a removable panel giving you access to the sail drive and the back of the hot water tank. There's an opening panel at the side with access to alternator, starter and the raw water filter. And moving into the heads, two more opening panels, again access to the back of the engine and sail drive, and the side with the oil filter and dipstick.